Well, hello and welcome to Gear Gyan with me, Sahil Jaktiani, where we talk about all things related to the Indian guitar gear scene. And this is not a guitar. This is an ukulele. It's the Kala Baritone solid acacia body. Koa. Well, yeah, acacia koa. And koa is much more expensive, isn't it? Not too sure. But anyway, looking forward to this one. Before I get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button and ring that bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. So I got one of my students to bring down this beautiful ukulele for me. He bought it in a bag that he bought online, I think, not from Guitar Center, I think from Amazon. But this was bought from Sweetwater, okay? And it's a beautiful, beautiful figured instrument, as you saw, okay? It's not perfect. It's far from perfect. There are quite a few things I'd like to talk about. I've always wanted to get like, a koa wood style instrument, and this is a solid wood construction, so I thought, why not, let me ask. And he bought it and he's got it down for me, and I'm really grateful to him for doing that. Okay, there are a couple of things I want to talk about, but before we get into those things, it's better you have a look at the specs first. Here are the specs. Okay, so those were the specs of this instrument. What did you think? Does it float your boat? I think I got it for about 440 USD or something like that after all the taxes were included. Okay, it didn't land in perfect condition. Okay, the action was super high. It is still pretty high at 2.25, but it's playable. Okay, it's still playable, and we're going to play it now. Okay, just for you guys. Dual condenser at the sound hole, just to give you a basic idea of how this sounds. I'm going to do a few triads across the fretboard and some scales. Let's get to the playthrough. That was the playthrough. What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Would love to know what you think. Is it worth it? Does it float your boat? Solid wood. I don't think Jack and what's that woman's name from Titanic? Kate Winslet's character. I forgot. Anyway, I don't think both of them would have survived if this was floating on the water. But yeah, it's quite nice. The reason I got a baritone ukulele is because I teach a lot of people triad shapes, okay, with the bottom 3 strings. So it sort of like fits in very nicely to teach them that. And it's an easier instrument than a guitar, okay? But I want the same tuning as a guitar. So the bottom 4 strings of a guitar basically are what these 4 strings are tuned to. So yeah, sounds great, okay? It doesn't sound bad at all. When I did get it, the action was super, super high, okay, at about 3.5 maybe or even more. And I brought it down at the 12th fret to about 2.25 now. It's playable. I don't want to mess with it more because, behind the saddle, the strings are sort of like touching the wood, and this is like at any time they can just like, get broken. So I'm not too keen on that. That's one issue. The nuts cut not very well. Okay, it is pretty high. I could cut that slot a little bit more. Okay, but not bad, not bad. The tuners are. Can you hear that sound? It's catching something, man. Is that the nut? Yeah. That's the nut. A lot of pinging. So this is not a very, very well cut nut. The tuners are responsive. But that nut slot's not great. Responsive tuners. I would have liked to have seen Graphtec tuners on this instrument. It's priced above 400, so definitely deserves Graphtec tuners. Will I upgrade it? Probably not. I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. Maybe I'll move it on. Okay. The other thing is that basically, the bottom part where the binding is basically joint up, they haven't sanded it, so you can literally feel the joint. Okay, so now you might say, Sahil, you're nitpicking. It's a made in China guitar, but it's $400. So it's a lot of money for a ukulele. So they better get it right. There was no gig bag with this. Okay, it didn't come with a gig bag. I'm actually going to buy one of those Kala hard cases for about $3,000. I'll leave a link in the description below in case you want to pick one up yourself for protecting your baritone. I have played a Kala Baritone and that was pretty good. The cheaper one, I think that was 8,000. That's what gave me the confidence to buy this. I thought, okay, I missed that instrument. I did sell it to one of my students, but I was like, maybe this is going to be better than that. And now since it's a baritone, I have to make my judgment based on the price, okay? At $400, definitely should have been set up better. This non-sanding effect over here, it's not ideal. Okay, the nut should definitely have been cut better. The tuners are good. I'll probably know how good they are once I've cut the nut slots a bit more. Okay, the fret ends could be a little bit well done, but they're not bad. I'm not going to give them minus marks because it's not catching anywhere. So that's fine. Okay, so yeah, so it's a bit of a hit and a miss for me. Okay, I need a baritone, so I need to make this work. But if you are someone who's a first timer going in to buy your very first baritone, thinking I'll go in for a solid wood instrument, maybe you can give this one a bit of a miss.